All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. And this is going to be a video on Esau, man, and how Esau never used to be like this. So what's changed, man? And I'm going to say this again, and I've said it before on another video, man, but I'm going to say it again, man, because I remember this. There was a time when Apostle Gabar did a video, right? And the video content that he made, what was in the video, what was inside of it was, he told brothers that based on a conversation that him and Apostle Dahar had that we did not have access to because it was private. But he said roughly what was in the conversation. It was like, man, we need to put more curses. The overall topic of the conversation was, man, we need to put more curses upon Babylon, right? And then Apostle Gabar made a video saying, brothers, put more curses upon Babylon. Now, I know what I pray for when I pray to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and all other believers in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai that are hoping to be of the elect. They know what they pray for when they pray, man. And even if we don't actively say a curse to the Babylon, for example, right? The Lord's prayer is, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. And part of Yahweh's will is to destroy Babylon the Great, right? But Esau never used to be as crazy and as lunatic as he was, right? He's right now. So what's changed, man? And the thing that's changed is that they're starting to be under the curses and they don't even know they're cursed yet, man. And you still got some everyday low-level tramp Edomites that are still proud. But the ones at the elite level, they're losing the plot. They're actively losing the plot, man. They don't know what to do, man. You got Trump telling people open a Ross Clark, open a Ross Clark, bomber Ross straits and that. If Trump would have been Jamaican, that tweet that he would have made would have said, he would have said something like, open the Ross Clark, bomber Clark straits. You look like John Crow. You know what I mean? Instead of saying open the goddamn open the fucking straits, you crazy bastards, right? But they're losing it, mate. He sounds like a damn drunkard trying to get in the club, man. Let me in, man. I paid my ID. I paid my fee. Yeah. Let me in. Nah, fuck that. You trying to take me for a dickhead? I'm not having it. Let me in. I've got shoes on. Yeah. I've got a white shirt. Yeah. He's wearing the same thing. Let me in. Tell like the way how he sound, they sound dumb. But what's happening is that Yahweh is twisting up their minds, man, and they don't even understand what's going on. They're looking stupid out here, man. And they never used to look like this. There used to be a time where Esau could not miss. Anything he did was just considered beautiful in people's eyes. If he farted, people would be like, damn, that smells like lavender. If he told people about themselves, they're just, yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags full, sir. But now people are tensing up and like, yo, what did you say? There used to be a time where Esau would call us an N-word, right? When he had us in hardcore captivity. And we couldn't do a damn thing, man. Esau used to be able to just go upside our head, deal with our woman any kind of way that our women of our nation, any kind of way he wanted to deal with them, and we couldn't do a damn thing. But there's gonna come a time where he's in the shoes that we was in, man. And he's already feeling a little dose of it now. He's like at a 1% dose of the curses, and he can't even handle that, man. Spazzing out. Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 7, concerning Edom, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman, is counsel perished from the prudent, is their wisdom vanished? And it is. They are looking stupid out here, man. They don't know what the hell is going on. They're burning out all their allies, then asking their allies for help. Right? They're saying we don't care about this and we don't care about that, and they keep showing that they care. They're saying 2 weeks, I'm gonna do this. Like every single thing that they do now is just leading and speed running. Yahweh Shai coming back. But not for their benefit, man. Jesus Christ ain't coming back. Yahweh Shai is coming back, man. If Jesus Christ comes back, the Israelites, we're effed. But if Yahweh Shai comes back, you Hebrew Edomites, you're effed. Right? And we're going to see who it is that's coming back, man. Because the way our things are going, the prophecies that we've been waiting for are happening. And the way our things are going, the prophecies that they're trying to claim are going to happen ain't happening, man. This whole God so loves the world thing ain't happening. Because surely Iran will be part of the world, right? But they're trying to see to it not existing and being blown back to the Stone Age according to their own words, right? We ain't on none of that Christianity BS that they're talking about, man. And we ain't with no Iran neither. They can try and say, oh, and try and talk about some Malcolm X and all this. I know, mention all these people that are Muslims. So what, man? They shouldn't have been Muslim. They should have realized that they were Israelites. I don't care how many Israelites are Muslims. We ain't got nothing to do with Iran. And you ain't going to try and join us in on what you've got going on. Because we've got our own thing that we've got going on, man. We've got our own movement that we want to have. We've got our own thing that we want. We're waiting for Yahweh Shai to come back, not for Iran to free us from the chains of Esau. We want Yahweh Shai to free us, man. We don't care what you're trying to talk about. This ain't the time to Cyrus now. Y'all ain't no Cyrus that's going to free us now, man. Bun all that. Still trying to come with the Cyrus spirit. And Cyrus, right? Yahweh raised up Cyrus. You understand? It had nothing to do with y'all. So we ain't on your team, man. There ain't no teams around here, man. They're just the Israelites against everyone else that's not Israelite. We ain't on your team. And we're even some of our own nation are our enemy. So how much more the people that are not Israelites? Verse 10, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. We're starting to realize that this guy is dumb. When you just look at him, you're like, man, these people are dumb, man. When I look at an Edomite man in particular, man, just be like, man, these next nation's ugly, man. Now, among some Edomite women, some of them look good and that, but still, when I look at that nation, I'm just like, man, these people are weird, man. They just look dumb. They walk weird. They're just weirdos. They're not impressive. They ain't got no talent. They ain't got no skill. They're not funny. You can see all their tricks a mile off. You can see all their backstabbing and all their little passive-aggressive things that they say, and who cares? We don't care to try and impress them. We don't want to hear laugh at their dumb jokes. When they try and invade our personal space, we're like, back up, yo, back up, man. You doing? Don't invade my personal space. Like, yo, back up, man. We're short with them. We ain't got the time to deal with their BS no more, man. We ain't making them going out of our way to make them feel comfortable in public. We ain't going out of our way to make them feel uncomfortable in public. But we ain't going out of our way to make sure that they feel okay with how the world is. And that's among those that are holding to be able to elect. Everyone else, whatever the hell they're doing, who cares, man? But it's still a shock for Esau's system when he's used to seeing coon, 2/3, 2/3, coon. And then he rolls upon a brother that believes in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and he gets the shock of his life, man. When he tries to come with all that usual coon programming and try and talk to us them same kind of ways. And it don't work like that, man. We're not having it. And they get told some home truths about themselves, and then they realize, damn, we're fucked. That's what happens. And then they still can't sleep at night because they still remember what they was told by the Israelite that believes in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And a good example of this is when the apostles met that so-called Renaissance man dude, man, outside that museum, and he was trying to laugh and be all proud when he heard him talking about what he was talking about. And it took about 5 minutes for him to run away. But he thought he was such a smarty pants. Thought he was just so smart. Oh, I'm actually a And after they finished talking to him, the geezer ran off. But he was so proud before that, though. And what does that prove? That if the apostles wanted to be in the same field that he was in, they could have. If it was going to be treated, if things would be fair anyway, and they ain't going to try and gatekeep him out of it, they could have been in the same exact field as them. As him, excuse me. But that's not their job on earth, though. They was given a higher calling than some clown-ass shit like that. Verse 13, for I have sworn by myself, saith Yahweh, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. So Esau ain't going to have no wisdom no more, man. And his whole kingdom and idol of America is going to be destroyed. But they never used to be like this, though. Esau never used to be like this. He used to just, he couldn't lose, man. No matter what he did, you know what I mean? People was loving the smell of his dirty drawers. You know what I mean? He'd be considered a hunk. You know what I mean? Everyone was trying to treat him like they all look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio. They was trying to treat them all like that, which most of them people are probably all Israelites anyway. But according to Esau's eyes, that's them. But they was all just getting treated like they're just all the smoothest. Like they're all just Tywin Lannister from Game of Thrones, man. But now, people are looking at them like, man, y'all ain't shit. And it's on the world stage that they're not as tough as they think they are, that they're not as smart as they think they are. And as much as they make all these grandiose, oh, America's the strongest this and America's the strongest that, the evidence is showing otherwise, man. And they have to go to the extremes to win. The only way that they can win and that they're going to be able to win against any of these countries is to go ICBM. That's the only way, and that's going to prove that they're not as tough as they think they are, because everyone else has got ICBMs too. Everyone else has got ICBMs, man. And if you're trying to win a war using ICBMs, guess what? You don't really win a war using ICBMs, because it's mutually assured destruction, right? It's mutually assured destruction. So the moment ICBMs come into the war, well then, okay, everyone's going to get damage. And if your goal was to defeat countries and not have to go that far, well then you failed. Because the damage that's going to be done from the ICBMs is greater than whatever you was thinking you was going to win from the war. Especially when you consider that Yahweh Shai comes back in the midst of this. That is the catalyst, right, for the Yahweh Shai coming back. The catalyst for the ICBMs being shot off in the earth is the MOTB, but the catalyst for Yahweh Shai returning is the ICBMs being shot off specifically at America in such a way that it's going to destroy it. Like if one ICBM was shot off in some place in America and it wasn't going to destroy the whole land and there was none of the elect there, that's not going to be the catalyst that brings Yahweh Shai. It's going to be when so many ICBMs are shot at America that there's no way that the people living on America, no matter where they are, can survive. That is going to be the catalyst that brings Yahweh Shai to the earth. The MOTB, Revelation 13 verse 16, is going to be the catalyst that allows for now to be acceptable for the ICBMs to be shot at America, because now it's going to be decided who is not getting on the chariots in America specifically and who is getting on the chariots in America specifically. Because those that have the MOTB in them, you ain't getting on the chariot, right? That's like a access denied within you right away. And those that don't have it, that's an acceptance, right? Because you have the mark, the spiritual mark, the thawah that Yahweh has on your forehead. That's not a physical thing, it's a spiritual thing that the angels and Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai can witness and see that, right? And I think I've made the point, man. Like, these Edomites never used to be like this, right? And in fact, let me get this one in Obadiah as well. These Edomites never used to be like this. And what's happened? What's changed, man? The spirit. I heard Apostle Dahar say this, that the spirit of the world has changed, man. And he said it in reference to how the women of the other nations just naturally are starting to like Jake more now, right? But in terms of how the world is starting to look at Esau, they're naturally starting to hate him now, because the spirit of the world is changing. Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. And that's what's happening. Now let me get this as well. Sirach chapter 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And in this time now, right, the kingdom is going to be translated from the nation of Edom onto the nation of Israel. Now, in times past, the kingdom is translated from the Babylonians, right, to the Persians and the Medes, then from the Persians and the Medes to the Greeks, then from the Greeks to the Roman Empire, right, which is still pretty much the same nation anyway, right? But in this time now, the kingdom is going to be translated from the Edomites onto the Israelites, and the world's going to witness it, and they ain't going to be able to do nothing about it. That's the main thing. They can't do nothing about it. Because when we was having the kingdom translated from us, it got translated. So when it's time for them to have the kingdom translated from them, it's getting translated and they can't do nothing. 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Right? The kingdom right now is in the process of being translated from one nation to another, man. Right? And it has to happen. It has to. Right? There's a limit on your rulership, Esau, and you have to, when it's time to pass the throne over, you have to. You can't keep it for no longer. You ain't gonna be able to keep it 1 second longer than you were supposed to, right? Not 1 second longer. It's not allowed, right? That's not acceptable behavior. You're gonna have to give it over, right? You have to give it up, man. You had your chance, and now it's our turn, man. It's our turn now. It's Luke chapter 16 and verse 25. And Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things, but now he is comforted, and thou art tormented. In our kingdom, we're going to be comforted, man. And when I think about the kingdom all the time, I'm like, man, like, imagine just having a big party with loads of Israelites right by a big lake, a big ass, like, million Israelite barbecue or something like that, man. And all the million of people there are all descendants that come from you and your different multitude of wives in one way or another, from son to grandson to granddaughter to daughter, right? All descendants that come from you in some way or another, man. All a million of them. And they all somewhat look like you in some way, man. That's the kind of things we're going to be able to do. And while we're doing that, what's Esau going to be doing? Well, by the time we got 1 million children, he might not even exist anymore. He might not. But while we're building up to that 1 million, what's he going to be doing while we're having fun? Is he going to be at the barbecue with us, man? Holding up some metal tongs, like, oh, the burgers are done. I'm just turning these chicken wings over. You know what? Esau likes barbecuing meats. Is he going to be having a gander cooking Isaac venison in the kingdom? No, he's not. No, he ain't going to be doing that. Isaac ain't going to pull up to Esau and be like, son, give me some of that venison that I love so much. That's not going to happen. He ain't invited. He's not allowed there, man. He ain't allowed in the vicinity. He's denied, right? He ain't allowed there. Verse 26, and beside all this, between us and you, there's a great gulf fixed. No Israelite was ever able to, in this time, get up to the heights that Esau was able to get up to in his rulership, man. And that's why you had Kanye West say they're trying to marginalize me until I'm out of my moment. Yeah, you are marginalized, man, because you are not allowed into the heights, the top level of Esau's kingdom, because there's a great goal fixed that you can't come into that. And that's why Jake can only get up so high in this world. And when they get up to that billionaire level, their billionaire level's fickle. Because if they make one mistake, they're not a billionaire no more. They can literally go from being a billionaire to a millionaire in 1 week. And it's not because of anything that they technically did to lose. They didn't buy some dodgy shares or gamble it away. They just decided we've got rid of it for you. You ain't got it no more. Like, that don't make no sense. But it's because there's a great goal fixed now. So in our kingdom, there's going to be a great goal fixed. Esau don't get access to flying and being immortal, and none of the other nations get access to it neither. So that which would pass from hence to you cannot. So any Edomite thinking that any Jake trying to think that they're gonna pass from being an Israelite to join onto Esau's side now to try and join that. No, you ain't gonna, because the scriptures is clear. The same must know it after death by pain. All you Israelites that don't believe now, you have to know it anyway. Any of us Israelites that we don't end up in the kingdom on the first go round, we're gonna end up in it anyway. And when those particular Israelites, I was thinking about this today, when those particular Israelites that we call people of being 2/3 right now are in the kingdom, right? They're going to really have an extreme hatred for Esau, because they're going to know that he deceived them, or he was a part of deceiving them out of getting what they are currently now have with honor. So they're going to really stick it to Esau, man. They're going to really have a extreme hatred in their heart for him, man, just like everyone else is going to in the world. They're going to really hate him to a high level, man. Which is what the world's going to realize why they need to be hated. And the world's going to realize that the so-called white man is Esau, man. All you people that said, oh, the so-called white man, Japheth, and that, you're going to realize, no, he ain't. Y'all about to be shown he ain't no Japheth and all that when y'all want to try and come. He ain't Japheths. Y'all are going to realize that he's Esau, he's Amalek, he's Idumea, he's all the things related to Esau. He's the sword of Yahweh, which is what the Edomites are. Y'all are going to realize that he's exactly who the Hebrew Israelites said he is, man. Neither can they pass to us that would come from thence. No Edomite in the kingdom is going to be able to say, no Edomite right now is going to be able to try and come and bait out and be like, you know what? This president and that person's Amalek. See, I told the truth about who Amalek is now. So let me into your kingdom when it's your time. Allow me into the new covenant. No, it don't matter how much, it don't matter how much none of y'all snitch now. You can snitch and bait out all the information, private information, tell about where they did this sacrifice, that sacrifice, bait everything out. You can bait out, oh, the Romans are Edomites and all that. And then the small hats can say, oh, the West are Edomites. Okay, throw each other under the bus all you want. You're not getting in the kingdom with us. So y'all can throw each other in under the bus, backstab each other all you want. You can't pass from your side onto our side whether you want to or not. You can't pass over to this. And we can't pass over to your side, man. The game's been written. The rules have been written. Right? Two different manner of people are separated from the bowels. the Israelites and the Edomites, man. We can't change the destinies that we've been written to have. And you Edomites are not looking like how you used to look, man. And it's because Yahweh, he's removing the kingdom from you, right? It's been removed. You've lost your power, man. It's over. You just got to play out a few more moves, and it's going to be made witness that it's over for you, man. Shalom to the elect.